I just got back from my first trip with my baby, and right before we got to the airport on the way back, I changed him. And then when we got to the airport, he pooped. So I changed him. We got onto the airplane, we were sitting there for a bit, and right before we took off, he pooped. So I changed him. And then, just 2 hours later when we landed, we were taxiing and he pooped. So you know what I did? I let him sit in it until we got home.
Welcome to FAM for All Moms. We are so excited about today's episode and our beautiful guest. This is Ami. She is a YouTuber, host, and a mama of two just gorgeous, yummy little kiddos. I'm obsessed with them. She covers all kinds of lifestyle things with a beauty focus on your channel. We will obviously link it down below. Today we're going to talk about travel tips. Susan just took her very first family vacay and survived.
Go Susan.
Yes, and you've traveled a lot with your kids who are 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have done a lot of traveling as well. So we've got a couple of good tips that we want to share with you to make traveling with kids a little bit easier.
So we just got back from Cabo not too long ago. I felt like I had already hit you up for a bunch of tips. And one of the first tips I got from you was, in fact, you gave me this.
I did.
Was to use the baby carrier. And I thought that was really pretty awesome because going through the LAX security, it was great to have my hands completely free while I was
hands-free is essential when traveling.
Absolutely.
You have to be
hands-free
hands-free.
was awesome. I will say though, coming back from Mexico, at their security, they made me take him out of this, which was so annoying.
Yeah.
You never really know what you're going to get at the airport.
That is absolutely true.
And you want to be flexible. If somebody says you got to take your baby out, if you're bringing bottles or formula, they're going to search you. They're going to make you go through different types of metal detectors than maybe you normally would.
That's my favorite thing. Like when I would go through and they'd be like, well, do you want to go through the security and have everything tested? I'm like, yes, just test me. Like, the milk's coming through with me. It's happening.
Right.
So I will, basically like you said, be flexible. And I would say also, if you are one of those anxious, nervous people, I'm like, let's just get to the airport an extra 30 minutes early.
Yeah.
Because I would rather have peace of mind knowing that I can do whatever I need to do.
Right.
And unload everything they want me to unload, test my milk, and go through.
Yeah.
So Baby Bjorn is my first must-have. My second must-have that I've experienced so far is my stroller.
And you love your stroller.
I love my stroller. It's that Baby Zen Yo-Yo Plus stroller, and I love it because it's one-handed, right? You fold it, you can fold it down, you can unfold it, and it's
amazing,
and it's light. It's like 12, 13 pounds.
Oh,
and
wow,
it's
that
got
is
a
light.
strap. You throw it over your shoulder. You can put it in the overhead compartment.
That's cool.
Wow, strollers have definitely changed since
I know, right? I mean, that's really cool.
One of my first tips is, especially when I'm traveling with my kids, which are now in that toddler phase, so we're looking at 3 and 4.5. I basically want them to have ownership over what they bring. So it's not like, Mom, you're making me bring whatever I have. So I let them pack their own little backpacks. So this is Rion's backpack, and he basically gets to put items of different categories in it. So I basically tell him, rather than overstuffing this bag, because what happens is then you just end up playing with whatever's on top, I'm like, let's just take one of a few things that you want.
Right.
So if it's gonna be in the drawing category, let's take one thing that's mess-free, and I'll show you some really cool things that don't create, you're not gonna find them coloring on the airplane itself.
Yeah, right.
And then if it's electronics, let's pick one thing, so we're not playing with 6 different things, and I'm not also searching for it.
Right, makes sense. Smart.
Kind of making a checklist and then simplifying, streamlining what they're bringing is probably my biggest thing.
I like that. I like the little backpacks. Little kids in little backpacks to me is just so
Especially when the bag is too big for them.
It's just so cute, and they're just, they just look like big kids but little, and it makes my heart explode.
I know.
It's so cute.
Let me just show you as far as one of my favorite things.
This looks so cool.
I know.
This is so cool. So one of my biggest tips when traveling with toddlers is I try so hard I try to make sure everything's mess-free. So I don't like stickers that are going to stick on the plane or markers that are going to actually
color
stain.
the plane.
Right. So they're like little scenes. And so what you do, it's called magnetic book, and then it sticks there, and then you're basically trying to dress him the way he's dressed here.
Oh my God, that's so cute.
Oh my gosh, that is cute.
So there's this.
But I think I would even have fun.
I was gonna say.
I mean, the kids will sit and play with this for hours on end.
This is adorable.
Yeah. Do you guys remember the Etch-a-Sketch when we were younger,
course.
like the little doodler? So this is like just a modern version of it. But what's great is it's just this. It's like a little. You can draw on it and do whatever, and then there's a little button. And it goes away, so it just clears the screen again. And honestly, the kids can sit and draw on this forever.
Yep.
That's cool.
And the best part is it's mess free. You don't have to worry about markers. And
And it's pretty
pencils.
compact too.
Yeah.
Like that'll fit in a little backpack but
Absolutely.
big enough for them to like
Yeah,
feel like they've
and
got a
it's
good.
sturdy. It's not going to break. So this is a great travel companion for those toddlers that
What's
you need.
it called?
This is called the Boogie Board.
Oh,
Yeah,
cute
Boogie
name.
Board. Yeah, cute name. So some of my toys that I've just found really useful for that 3 to 4 age range are things that are portable, easily to put away, but have their own little house, I guess, you know, their house. Like, you know, so tic-tac-toe. This is just great. It's magnetic. Everything just stays in place. It's easy to play with. And then once it's done, boom. And it's a 2-person thing.
easy.
So for siblings, this is great. For me, boy and girl, I'm always trying to do things that are unisex. So that's it. And then, as we were saying, technology.
Yeah.
On travel days, I say junk food and technology.
Yeah.
You know, whatever's going to keep them
Free
happy.
day. Yep.
Just like fun little sized headphones that are perfect for them. So my daughter gets a pair and then my son gets one. And these are volume control too, so that way it can't go above a certain level, so it's
Right,
not
they're not
too
gonna, like,
loud.
blow out their
yeah.
eardrums.
Those are really,
yeah,
really good.
they're great toys. And they've proven to be great for boys and girls. For
And I
us.
feel like those would be good for road trips, not
Yes.
just, you know, for the
This is travel in
airplane, but
general.
yeah, travel in general. Yeah, road
Exactly.
trip is a whole
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
beast.
You know what I've heard, and obviously this doesn't work for me because I tried it on this last flight and it did nothing because he was like, whatever. But I've heard you should bring new toys also.
Yes.
Things
Yes.
that they haven't actually
Absolutely.
seen before.
Well, and he's also still, he's
doesn't
really
care.
little, so he's probably not as into
He just wants
toys.
something he can put into his
No,
mouth.
but that's
Yeah,
a
he wants a
great.
titty.
That's
Yeah.
a great thing, and that's something like also like with choosing their own backpack. What I'll do is I'll maybe put like one toy in there that they haven't seen yet. So when they actually get to the airport, they're, oh, what is this?
Yeah.
You know, and then they kind of occupies them for an
Yeah,
hour.
I
So
like that.
Yeah, I never actually went the traditional diaper bag route. I opted for a backpack from the get-go, but I just upgraded it to this one since now I've got 2 boys worth of stuff in a backpack. This is to me. This is pricey, but I upgraded for my birthday, and I love, love, love this backpack. It's not a diaper bag. It's just a really dope backpack with a lot of different compartments. Usually what we do since Idris, he's traveled a lot, like I've said, we definitely give him an iPad for sure. And we also have a laptop with like a lot of movies downloaded on him. So he'll go through like 2 or 3 movies. We do a lot of snacks. This can fit so many treasures. And one thing that we've been doing lately too, it's kind of his little thing now, and it goes along the lines of what you were saying of letting them pick their things. We let him pick out junk food. We don't really do junk food in my house. We're not like a junk food house at all. It's just not how I eat or how I grew up, but he gets Pringles, he gets M&Ms, and he can
that's
pick
kind of
them out.
Those are my personal rules for when I travel.
Yeah.
That's when I eat really
Right?
bad stuff like that. Yeah.
So so now he kind of knows, like when we go to the airport, he can pick out, he can pick out a salty and a sweet, and he really, like, we portion it out. Like, okay, if you sit for like the next 30 minutes, you can have like 3 M&Ms and like,
That's smart.
5 Pringles, and he likes to count them out, and it's kind of fun for him to like count them out and eat them, and so little things like that can buy you some time.
right.
You know, one of the things that I discovered for a 5-month-old in traveling for the first time is I definitely overpacked for him.
Okay. Yeah.
So he didn't need as much stuff
Yeah.
as I brought, or at least not with us. Like
Right.
I didn't need this bag that wasn't fitting under the seat at
Yes,
all
right.
that I brought with me. I basically brought his room with me.
Yeah.
And then you get overwhelmed when you're on the plane, and there is actually an
And then you
accident.
can't
Yeah.
find
Yeah, and you're
anything
like, what?
because the diapers are at the bottom because you
Yeah.
put them in first.
I will say, for not necessarily obviously when you're nursing, but milk is
Yeah.
a huge thing. Milk is a huge
Right.
thing. I think planes do this on purpose because they don't want you to fly with babies for
Yeah,
some reason.
yeah.
But like when you get on an airplane and you say, "Oh, can I have some milk?" They don't have milk.
Oh,
for
like
you.
Yeah,
like
no.
milk.
when you're
like
on the
cow's milk.
actual milk. So like when my kids turned 1.5 and they were no longer nursing and I needed milk, I learned really quick that you need to
Yeah.
buy it at the airport, or if they let you bring it on, through security.
And there's really not a lot of places that sell milk.
Right.
You'd actually be surprised. I remember Idris didn't do well with milk, so we did almond milk, and that's
Right.
even harder to
Yeah,
find at an
of course.
airport.
Yeah.
And I remember we got like a milk alternative from Starbucks, and they just gave us a cup of it.
Right, in a
without
cup, but even then it's not
charging us,
portable, but it's
wasn't-
still hard.
Yeah.
The Horizon ones are great
Yeah.
because you don't have to refrigerate them, and they come like almost like little juice boxes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
And,
good to know.
yeah.
Speaking of milk, for a newborn infant, like that phase, I didn't know I could bring water with me.
Oh, for
either.
formula.
Yeah,
that's
I
right.
had no idea
Yeah,
that I
that's a
could
great
bring
point. You
water.
can
So
bring
I
it.
was like trying to like toss the bottles of water that I have
Yeah.
because we are supplementing some formula for
Right.
Ash. And, you know, and the guy actually, luckily at security, saw me start to like toss this water and he's like, you can bring that. And I was like,
sometimes they're really
Yeah.
nice and lenient,
And
right? And
sometimes not so
sometimes they're
much.
very rigid.
You want to try and maintain a level of calm
Right.
because once you start to lose your shit, your baby's gonna lose their shit too, and then it's just gonna be bad.
That's exactly. I think the thing I've learned is that there are always going to be those people that hate kids,
Right.
that don't have the tolerance for kids,
Right.
that don't have the tolerance or patience for you, especially if you're flying on a red
Really
eye.
long flight
Right.
or whatever.
And so the reality is like you got to do you,
Yeah.
and do what's good for the kids, and everybody at one time or another has to deal with kids. We
Yeah.
were all kids at one point.
Right.
It's like we'll get over it, but just like you said,
Yeah.
be calm and like go in with a level head.
And you know, you can ask the people that work there too, hey, can you fold this up or pick this up
Yeah,
for
don't
me
be afraid
too?
to ask for
Yeah.
help. I think that's
the
like
best tip.
For
I would
sure,
say-
for sure. And
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I feel like in general, if you start off really nice to people for the most part,
But you
they're
don't
gonna
be going there and be a
reciprocate.
rage.
no. People,
Maybe not. Yeah.
people are usually pretty nice, especially if you're traveling alone. I feel like most of the times when I've
Look,
been alone with my kids.
If I saw somebody alone with their kids, I'd be the first person
Yeah.
to ask them if they need help. And I have helped moms way before babies because I'm just a baby lover.
I used to love, and I had so many of them, the portable placemats and bibs.
Oh, yeah.
Those were brilliant. Like between that, 6 to 12 month range when they start, actually 6 months to 2 years, when they start kind of, obviously Ash isn't there yet, but like when they start kind of just doing table food a little bit.
Yep.
Because then on the airplane tables, it's like everything, I felt like I needed to wipe everything down. You just put it on.
that
And then some of them are like ones that you can color on top of or whatever, but you
Yeah.
put
Yeah.
the food on there and then
That's
they're
good to know.
disposable. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for those.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're so good.
Well, those are awesome. I will
Awesome.
keep that in mind when I am at that point.
Yes.
I am going to probably have so many questions, but you know what we're going to do, guys? So we have a Facebook group, and it is called FAM, For All Moms. So you can join this group. We're going to put the link in the description, and you can go there. Basically, you have to just ask for an invite, and then one of our administrators, it might be me or Sharzad, will just ask you a couple of questions about the show,
Yeah.
really, and how you found us, and then we'll add you to it, and you can ask any questions. Any of the moms that you see on our show will be in the group.
As you guys know, you can always keep the convo going in the comments below under this episode as well. And let us know if you want to see Ami again. We love her, and obviously I'm sure you guys do too. That's all for today. Check her out on her socials. And
On her
that's it.
YouTube channel, too, if you want to see some good makeup tutorials.
Boom. That's your girl. Okay, we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.